If you possess XRP, the next 5 days are the most important since we have confirmed values that range from $11,829 to as high as $64,500 per XRP. This is corroborated by many dissident directors who say that XRP will replace Bitcoin. Many experts have also corroborated this information, which confirms the XRP price dot will be $65,400 and may happen in as little as weeks. And once more, another repo official backed it up. And all of this is because thousands of institutions and central banks chose to legally move trillions of dollars onto the XRP ledger. The Federal Reserve of the United States of America has said that the XRP ledger will be integrated on July 14th, which will cause the price of XRP to go up to $27,000. However, what they aren't telling you is that this will happen much sooner than that, and it will all happen. The price of XRP is almost certain to go over $10,000 on July 15th. Why? Because of the introduction of, moreover, $650 trillion. You may have heard this number before. Like when Ripple's head of payment in Visions said that it's $300,000 in cross-border payments and another $300,000 in internal payments. Or when Ripple XDev, the official Ripple account, said that the real estate market is worth $600 trillion and is now part of the XRP ledger. And many experts and researchers have said that over $654 trillion will enter the XRP ledger, since there are reports that an XRP supply shock is coming. Yes, this $650 trillion will start coming in on July 21st. But there will be a huge run on the XRP ledger on July 15th. There will be a lot of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars in fact, will start going into the XRP ledger on July 15th and end on July 21st. This will make the price of XRP go up to at least $11,000. This is every single XRP, which is now worth $2.45. It will be worth more than $11,000. As we said, we teamed up with Apple to give everyone who watches this video up to $100 worth of free XRP, which could turn into over $11,000. If this happens, it will cost $2 million. This is money that you don't have to pay back. You just have to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and sign up for Apple using the link in the description. Then you may make a purchase. This whole thing only takes 5 minutes, but guys, you could make millions of dollars by spending that time. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I typically do research, but the point is that this is free money for you to take advantage of. Whether you go ahead and XRP skyrockets to 10,000 or not, you can even take this money out in cash and keep it if you want to. It's totally up to you. But yes, join up for Apple using the link in the description. Let's figure out how this sudden rise in money from $634 trillion and $2.45 per SE to $11,898 overnight is going to happen. Listen to this. Order around the world. If you will, the SWIFT network still controls much of it. That's what architecture is. That is a technology architecture that was made 50 years ago. It's possible to bring everything up to date. That takes time, especially when the US government is working against that kind of innovation. But things are changing now. The Trump effect, if you will, is very strong. You may see that in the prices of assets, but you'll also see this in how quickly people use these tools. Yes, and I think so. When you look at Ripple's growth narrative, does it still come from outside the US? Do you think there will be a change in how people in the US feel about Ripple? We can already observe a change in the interest at home. In the 6 weeks after President Trump was elected, we made more agreements in the US than we had in the previous 6 months, so these are very new technology. I think it will take 10 or even 20 years for them to fully integrate and rewire the financial system in the United States. That's for all payments. That includes settling real estate and securities transactions. I think this is going to happen over a long period of time. The United States is finally open. I think people don't realize how big that transformation is. And you'll see that happen again this year. Yes, Let's speak about what will happen on July 14th. I think this is the most significant video I've ever made. Listen to me, please. I'm going to give you the keywords XRP, Fedwire payments, and Fedwire payments. That's the most important Google keyword search for you. You know how Ripple applied for an account with the Federal Reserve. This is what it's for. That's 1 quadrillion. 1 quadrillion. System for payments. If they utilize XRP for everything, which my analysis shows is likely to happen, that will make XRP worth $27,000 per token if the speed is 10. We clearly watch and wait. It's not a sure thing. The market is worth $1 quadrillion. So I only had to divide that by 365. But I think you get what I'm saying, don't you? Keep Your Crypto Safe is the only account I have. I don't use Twitter. I don't have a Facebook account. I am not somewhere else. I won't help you move your crypto. It's really crucial that you don't trust anyone when this happens. Don't tell anyone how much XRP you have. Don't tell anyone if you haven't. And this is just one. More is coming. It's going to keep going up. So, you should probably make a plan immediately. You should have listened to me earlier. I felt like I was going to pass out. Okay, now you know what I know. We both found out about this at the same moment. But if you want to, if you could, please post again. I'm trying to stay calm. Please post this again. Though, the major point of the film is $600 trillion, so don't miss it. That's what everyone is talking about. And it all boils down to the reality that XRP will jump from $650 trillion to $10,000 to $11,000. In a single night. There is one thing that not many people are telling you. All of the money is actually going to the XRP ledger, which is where the real token is. No one is talking about this because they want to get as many real tokens as they can. Real token bills on the XRP ledger will go from 1 cent to $64,500 with only 1% of the $650 trillion, which is all going to go into the real token. You need to know this. Starting on July 15th, 10% of the real token will be burned, and there are only about 50 million of them in Phase 1 supply. This will happen on July 15th, and the price will obviously go up as we get closer to that date. Then, on July 21st, the $600 trillion will start flowing into the XRP ledger. At least, that's what they've said will happen through the real token. We are discussing about bot. You will make a lot of money that will last for generations. Like every 1,000 may make you between $1 million and $10 million.